Okay, I think we're rolling. We'll wait just a quick minute to get some people in here, so I'll give you guys a landscape view. This would have been way more interesting earlier when we did have those trees over there being torched.
Can I swear on the live stream?
No. All right, we're starting to get some people trickling in. We're just kind of doing a temporary lobby here, and then we might run over a few things regarding this wildfire for you guys. Typically, this is not something that I would use this YouTube channel for, but at the same time, I document agriculture, especially out here in central Montana, and this is a big part of it. So you guys are looking at the biggest wildfire that I'd ever seen in personally myself. We also have my brother is behind me. We'll cut to our faces real quick. So that's my brother Matthew. This is Tyson Peterson. He's just helping us with harvest, was until that got shut down. I want to address one thing right away, guys. First of all, everything as far as our harvest equipment and our house here is safe as of now. So we are good. We are also very fortunate to have people, maybe even in the hundreds now, that are out doing whatever they can to get this fire taken care of. But unfortunately, this is a fire that just kind of needs to roll on. Because of the way the wind has been and the directions it's been going, it is almost impossible to just fight with fire trucks and backpack rigs and whatever right now. It's
a timber fire.
Yes, it started in timber, so it got some fuel and it got it going. And we have helicopters dumping fire retardant on it. Planes.
Thinking helicopter.
Big plane. That's a twin rotor copter over there doing something. It's a Chinook, yeah, I think so. You can barely see these trees up here. Those are gone. Someone asked on the stream, is it getting into the crops? As far as I know, not yet, but it got right on the line. If we fired up a neighbor's combine, this is all neighbor's farmland up here actually. We fired up his combine and we got that wheat cut right before that fire got there.
We did plow under.
Then that's the key to preventing something like this from becoming a absolute emergency is fire lines. We got a county road grader. We brought our own Steiger tractor from our farm with a plow, and a few neighbors showed up with things as well. And we got fire lines put around this. That's what we're doing. Oh, you can see some flame right there. See if this thing zooms. All right, now I just got to find it in the phone. You can't see the flame anymore. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I don't think my phone's going to really pick it up, though. You guys seeing the flame? Well, there was flame over there somewhere. Yes, this is very unfortunate. It is ruining some beautiful country, unfortunately. Part of this is just a natural thing with more forested areas. Another part of it is just unfortunate. Especially now that I believe there might be some spots further south that this fire has come out of the breaks country and onto this flatland. So we got all sorts of air traffic up there. Anyway, I got a couple more minutes before I head back and see if there's anything I can run out to guys. Unfortunately, I'm not very useful as far as a firefighting standpoint, just because you can't really fight this with people right now. That's just the reality of it. But if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll get to answering. But yeah, we are okay. That's good. Most of our crops are going to be mostly out of the way in this one, I think, but not too far. I mean, you're looking at, so those trees over there, which if you look really closely, those ones got burnt up. They're torched. They're gone. That's a half-mile away from our house. So we are prepared to evacuate with high value possessions if needed. But we honestly probably won't be needing to do that quite yet. I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, lots going on for sure. So yeah, that's about it. Tyson, what do you have to add about for this?
Oh, it's the first big fire I've been to. It's pretty excited, pretty scary at the same time.
Yeah. So for those of you curious on which direction the fire is moving, unfortunately it's not really picking a specific direction. It appears to be going that way. So south and east. It has not come further north than a half mile away of our house, but it got big fast. This started about 3 hours ago as something that looked, you know, just like a typical fire that you'd kind of go help out with and get put out before it did anything bad. But unfortunately, we had this 20+ mile an hour wind and it just pushed it. The original point of the fire is a few miles that way, and it just blew it right up here. And now it's honestly hard for me to tell what exactly it's doing past the smoke line right now. But oh yeah, that guy's getting close. You guys want to see a cool copter? So we got air support, very good sign. This is one that needs air support. It's getting close to people's houses, so. Okay, so a few things. Is the fire moving towards or away from me? I kind of answered that one. It's, oh, that's some retardant right there. So it's, not necessarily moving towards us right now, but we are preparing in case it does, because there's still, you see the smoke over there? There's still an active zone right there in that timber. So it's really hard for me to tell what it's doing more in this direction, just because we have the big front line of smoke that's blocking our view. But I think I saw a cousin of our hand, Noah. Jared Miller, he says, I seen the flame. I'm Noah Miller's nephew. Stay safe. Will do, definitely. Noah Miller is in here somewhere. He is safe as far as I know. Actually, I think he went that way, but all of our harvest crew to some capacity is getting this done. Next question, is there water supply close? Yes, kind of. We had pretty much any custom spray guy that operates in this area loaded up their spray trucks, got them out here. We have water tender trucks that belong to the fire department. You're hearing?
Water tender on Murphy Lane, top of Murphy Lane Hill, and we also have a water tender on the Judith Road.
Okay, so that was my grandpa on the radio. He used to be the fire chief for the volunteer fire department here. So therefore, he can still have a lot of say in calling the shots on where to get fire crew and how to handle some things. So luckily our farm radios, and this is why we run these specific types of radios, these are the same bands that emergency services uses. So first of all, if I ever get in an emergency on the farm or anyone else and we don't have cell service or whatever to call 911, we can actually use these radios to hit the DES repeater on top of the mountains and get in contact with the dispatcher directly that way. This also gets us into fire channels. So each fire zone, each crew will have their own dedicated channel to talk onto. So we can monitor all of that in addition to our own farm communications. Question, is there a lake for the helicopters to get water from? So, I don't know where they're getting their water actually. I don't think I've actually seen one doing straight water fire retardant that I've seen so far, but what they'll do is if this thing starts pushing towards our house here, what they're going to end up doing probably is get right back on with those fire suppression rigs. They're going to dump a ton of it basically right here at our house. It will turn our whole place pink. But I suppose that's better than losing the house. And we look pretty safe for the time being, so I don't think they're going to do that, to be honest. But I suppose you never know. 3 hours from now, I didn't know I would be sitting here watching this on the front porch from my house. I thought we would have had it done in a couple hours and it would have stayed over here, but that's just not the reality of this one. So, now is this the biggest fire that's happened in Montana recently? No, not even close. If you go watch Along the Edge, Montana Family Harvest Story, that's the documentary one from 2017. Go rewatch that one. Go to the fire scene on that one, and that features the Lodgepole Complex fire that happened in eastern Montana. I believe that acreage went into the millions. Oh, guess what, guys? We have open flame. You guys can see that on the stream now too. Kayla Miller, glad you guys are doing okay up there. It's hard to tell what's going on. Yeah, this is definitely partially why I'm glad that we live on the top of the hill. It is torching more trees. We had another comment come in too. How close is it to your farming ground? That's a hard one to answer right now. The closest farm ground to this fire right now is neighbors, and they got it combined up and a fire line plowed around it minutes before that fire came and popped over those trees there. And if they hadn't done that, that would have been bad for us. It could have come straight into here had they not done that. So we do have a county road that runs through there that acts as a natural fire line, but it's obviously better to get it cut off before this last resort county road, especially with the power lines and everything there too. So, because those would have been torched up. They actually shut.
That's going to be your first job here, Dan. I used my gas can to go get refilled, so hopefully I'll only pack about 3 gallons.
Go ahead and drop some questions in the chat. I got a few more minutes, and then we better maybe grab a quick bite to eat and head back out.
It isn't working real well.
See if we can get some other views. See if
down on this bridge. You might be almost. Wait, let me look at it here. Just hang tight a second.
So I believe.
I have a lot of activity when it hits this chem foul, but I was just wondering if we could hit this after it goes past this little trail, maybe.
All right, a couple questions. Just joining you, where is it? This is right by the home farms. It's literally, we have open flame, probably 3/4 mile from our house is where the flame's at right now. Maybe a mile. I don't think it's gonna jump over here quite yet. The wind's blowing this way. The fire is going this way from what I understand. We had another question come in. Here, that might. Live chat, all messages visible. Is this by the Walling properties or on the res? This is actually south of both of those. So the very, very, very edge of the Judith breaks is what we're looking at here. And then everything out this direction, another cool airplane. Everything out this direction is open, flat. The town of Winifred's that way, about 6 miles. That's a pretty cool little plane. Not doing much good. I think that's just a spectator. Get the big brood out. I wish I would. Honestly, this one you need to be 4-wheel drive tractors and toolbars of some sort. Fire lines. That's how we're getting some control on this.
The women showed up with a whole bunch of food.
So.
Yeah, okay. Well, make sure we can't let our guard down though right now. You want somebody to call in on the food?
I go silent because I'm listening to the radio conversation, guys.
No, that's not necessary. Steve's point.
That guy talking there's my grandpa.
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep them here. I don't think the BLM guy didn't want us to. I don't think send them down the ridge either, down the road.
All right, so I'm gonna have to leave very shortly. That's actually due to battery on my phone. I didn't come out here with a power pack, and I only had 25% battery to start this off anyway. So yeah, of course my battery's going.
Yeah, it's gonna have fire that actually stopped.
All right.
Coming up to this camp.
We will There is going to be a lot more video footage on this, guys. We got quite a bit. I've got footage on a couple various cameras of up close, trees torching up. We got the Steiger 435 working right along an active flame line. That one was a little crazy. And just generic fire footage. We'll keep you. Go ahead and follow my Instagram. There's that.
Making a plan for tomorrow, and if this thing calms down a little bit, they may take it over.
So I just heard something on the radio. The BLM is starting to gear up to take control of this fire. Right now, Winifred Rural Fire Department has this, and it's, to be bluntly honest, it's a little big for Winifred Rural Fire Department to be in control of right now. So we need to get some very, very professional guys on this fire to really get it stopped. I think it is starting to settle a little bit. I think we got in front of it enough. We got enough flame retardant on things that we're going to be okay. I did see a couple guys in the comments there, hey, we'll pray for you, and I certainly do appreciate that. We'll definitely be praying about this whole situation here as well. But, you know, I have good faith in God that no matter what happens through all this, we're going to be perfectly fine as people, and everything's just going to be all right in the end. So we're very, very fortunate that we really haven't lost anything of great value yet. None of this is really on our farm. Most of this is neighbor property. Definitely feel for the neighbor property and some of what they've lost though. But yeah, we'll keep you posted. Follow me on Instagram, Riley.Slifka. I'll be updating you there on the conditions of this fire wherever I can. And I will eventually get around to some more YouTube videos. We have like 2 more harvest episodes to get out, and then, but honestly, I think I'm going to start pushing fire content in front of Along the Edge TV. It'll be part of the series. It's just going to be kind of out of order, maybe. I haven't decided how I'm going to handle that yet, but there's going to be a ton of media on this fire coming up here, guys. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Riley.Slifka, and I'm going to go ahead and stop this stream for the time being. So, but thank you guys very much for watching. Definitely a very interesting time here. So, we'll be good though. Take care, guys. God bless.